How much money are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China.
He said we're going to take it. Not only he said we're going to take it, but you got to ask yourselves, why would that be impossible for China to come in and take it, or Russia to come in and take it? Is because the Most High ordained Babylon the Great to be the superpower of the earth. And this is all about strategy, y'all. That's what this class is about. Us being able to maneuver and strategize our lives to move to the point where we can set things up around us to be able to have more power, so we can not only have more control over the things that's in our lives, but also to step up to the plate to be able to help others.
Yeah, uprooted from the place that I call home, where my seed be from, headed to a strange land, where the people try to cut me down, try to leave me stumped and confused, but the shame on me. I was rotten to the core, not the blame on me. So they saw me down and they took me through a process just to write their name on me. Now they got me bound, cause my skin is brown, and they choose to annihilate. And just to make a profit, they spread our seed.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Most High Christ bless. I hope y'all had a blessed week. All praise to the Most High to see Israel here in good spirits. But I will say this, could you put the thumbnail up real quick? So, the prophet's war strategy. So, I'm going to tell y'all something, how this class was inspired. Some of the brothers that been here for a while, they'll tell you, we used to sit around all the time, late night, going over prophecy. To me, that's what I love the most, prophecy. But I also, too, love preparedness and having the foresight. And also, too, I'm going to tell you something what I love equally. I love to see Israel being prosperous in this truth. All right? I ain't talking about prosperous with some big house in River Oaks and all this other stuff. I'm talking about being successful so your mind can focus on the Lord. All right? That's the mindset that we have to have. All right? Let's get James 2 and 15 real quick.
James chapter 2, verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit?
So now, I want y'all to understand something. We have to be men and women of action, all right? And a lot of times, a lot of the things that gets in our way of being able to help someone else that you don't fall into the same is proper planning on your side, all right? Because in the end of the day, if we want to be successful, success starts inwardly first. And then when it starts inwardly, then we automatically should have that natural love, just like Moses had for his people, to be able to see our people not suffer or see any harm come to our people. And these type of things we have to keep in consideration. So I had that scripture read for a specific reason, for us to always remember this. Did you finish that? You went down, you finished 16? Okay. Get Matthew 26 and 11.
Matthew chapter 26 and verse 11. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always.
You see that? So the point behind that is showing that poverty will always be amongst Israel, and struggling and being able to try to set our lives right. When we read Deuteronomy 28 and 48, it says, until he have destroyed thee. So I'm going to tell y'all something. Remember when you read the book of Babylon, the 10 book 2, it talked about different professions that we were in and different things that we did to be able to be a community and a nation, all right? And these are things that will come back in these last days to be able to see if we can accomplish it again, all right? How can the Nation of Islam, I don't know if any of y'all ever been to Chicago. Anybody been to Chicago before? I know Emmanuel has. He's not here. Okay, brother been to Chicago. Who else? Okay, sister. Y'all see how the Nation of Islam runs Chicago? They got restaurants. They got this in order. They got that in order. But they don't even have the truth. You telling me we can't do the same? We can't have that same strength as a nation? Yes, we can. It starts with a vision. It starts with strategy. It starts with proper planning, all right? And that's what this truth is about. That's what this Bible is about. But we have to search the scriptures daily and see the things in it and see how it pertains to us in these last days. So that's what this class was inspired about, trying to set a blueprint and give Israel insight on certain things spiritually that we might be lacking as a body, as an individual, as a marriage, to be able to come back to the table, write down, strategize how to be able to apply biblical principles and being able to look at and examine ourselves so we could be better, not so much today, but I'm talking about a constant step to be able to get yourself in a position where we can help others. So you don't sit in that posture in James 2:15 saying, hey, go thy way, be warmed and filled. Not because you don't have a charitable spirit on you, it's because you don't have the strength to help. Y'all understand what I just said? All right, all praise. All right, so now, let's go. Okay, topic one that I'm going to deal with is political turmoil, all right? Political turmoil. Get me Micah 2:1. As we know, we've been watching the news and we see everything that's going on. And guess what? As a strategist, as a man or woman of the Lord, we cannot get caught up in political turmoil. None of our brothers and sisters should be losing sleep when the scriptures say wars and rumors of wars, and you see these things transpiring on the earth. Or you see Venezuela getting their land taken, and then all of a sudden we losing sleep because we worried if some type of way that's going to affect us directly, all right? Or, oh, I'm so worried because of ICE, what they doing. At the end of the day, if we keeping the commandments, should we worried? No, we should not. That don't mean that we don't have a care and we don't prepare ourselves, but it means that at the end of the day, we set things in order and we have contingencies set in place. Now, I hate a last-minute planner. When you plan for success, it's preparation involved, all right? And that's no last-minute thing. It's not no whim. You very rarely come successful doing things on a whim. All right, so read that real quick.
Micah chapter 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
So we know that's America, the politicians. I don't know if y'all ever heard this dude. It's called the Sean Ryan show or something like that. Is that Edomite name? He has a show, and a politician had some big time DJ come to his birthday party and DJ for him, and he said, how y'all politicians affording all these big time extravagant birthday parties? And it went back into how they get insider trading. They make millions and millions of dollars over inside trading, and showing that the politicians are corrupt. This government is corrupt. So at the end of the day, why are we looking at corrupt people with so much admiration in our lives that we let it tilt and stress our lives out? All right? So continue reading.
Micah chapter 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
You see that? It's in the power of their hands. They've been talking about what Delta Force been doing all week. They said, man, Delta Force came in there, ain't not one of 20 men came in there and took the president of Venezuela. And then you got people talking about the same thing happened on Call of Duty in 2016 going into, y'all seen that? I'm telling y'all, at these last days, if you get caught up in that rabbit hole, it's never ending. Instead of studying and watching a class, you stuck trying to figure out how Call of Duty got something to do with 2016 and going into Venezuela and how they follow the same exact actions. I'm telling y'all, these things are facts, but we have to find ourselves enveloped here. And not only reading and seeing what we're reading, but also, too, putting ourselves in a guidance and perfection in the commandments where our steps will be guided by these same documents and these same words that we read and that we say we have faith in. All right? Continue.
Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Go ahead.
Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, against this family.
Well, no, that's it. I'm sorry. Verse 4, that's it. So it's showing that as the oppression continues to happen and we see the prophecy being fulfilled, we cannot be confounded. These are strengths that we have to use in this truth in these last days to continue to push our foresight when it comes to our preparedness and our nation. Remember when we read in the book of Luke 17:20, it says, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So meaning that the further along that we get in this truth and we see ourselves rehearsing the righteous acts and we set the infrastructure, because if you set the infrastructure, it shows you believe. All right? That's how the Most High and the angels start to fight for us and move things in the right spirit. All right? I seen brothers in the past search out certain business ventures or had different dreams and aspirations. But remember, the scripture say if you ask according to the Lord's will, he'll grant it. But brothers are asked because they want some brand new luxury car that they can't even afford the maintenance on. Instead of asking because they asking for this specific job or whatever they got going on because they want the Sabbath off, or they want to keep their beard, or likewise the sisters, they want to be able to wear a dress or whatever the case. So, or make sure that their household is provided for and make sure that they got arms coming in and so on and so forth. These things will not be accomplished in these dreams and these visions that we have to say, I would love to see these things made manifest, if it's not under the same vein that the Most High has ordained, and that's making sure that we keep these commandments and the faith of the Messiah. That's what Joshua 1:8 is about. He said, then you're going to have good success. This ain't no prosperity doctrine. This is true success under the guidance of the Lord, with us being content in our current situation, but making slow steps to be able to regain power and strength, not so we could forget our people, but because we could be able to help our people. All right? So let's go to Isaiah 14 and 13. So like I said, at the end of the day, we're getting a big reality check. It's showing that America is an empire. America's an empire. Trump and these other men that's put in place, at the end of the day, they have an agenda to accomplish. And the agenda has nothing to do with politics. The agenda is to conquer. And at the end of the day, they use media to persuade the masses to green light their accomplishments. But they're gonna do it regardless. And that's the mindset that we have to say, do not get caught up in everything that's going on, all right, in the politics. All right, come on, read that.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
You see that? Now that includes Venezuela, y'all. That includes Venezuela. And remember, I forgot what they call that. Yeah, the Monroe Doctrine. It's showing that what? That's the ultimate goal of Monroe Doctrine is to sit all on this congregation on the sides of the north. All right? That's what that's proving. Because at the end of the day, he said, this is my oil. All right? Let's go to that video that I posted.
How much money are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay?
All right, stop real quick. I want y'all to, a lot of times we see what he just said, but I want y'all to read between the lines and look directly at what happened just there. I'm going to tell you. He said, we're going to take it. Not only he said we're going to take it, but you got to ask yourselves, why would that be impossible for China to come in and take it or Russia to come in and take it? It's because the Most High ordained Babylon the Great to be the superpower of the earth. All right? We have to get these things in our minds and understand the true reasoning behind how Esau is able to conquer all of these places with the sword. All right? Likewise, when it comes to the resources, take all the resources and just claim it as theirs. All right? So let's go to Jeremiah chapter 29 and 5. So I want us to meditate on this as we continue to grow in this truth, and we understand that we need as much as we can in our own power. As we continue to strive to get these things and obtain these things, guess what? I want to see, can we get a mic pass around? I want to see, I want to ask a quick question real quick. What do we need? What's one of the crucial things that we need to be able to make sure that we obtain that power, to be able to make decisions? All right, this brother right here.
Shalom, leadership. We need to build our own infrastructure, to have people who have specialized skills
Okay.
to come in so
Okay.
that we can be self-reliant. like
Okay.
other nations.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna give you another chance. Hold on. That answer wasn't wrong, but it's something. It's one word specifically we need. What you got?
Unity?
All right. Let's give this brother a chance. All of those things was right, what you said, but it's something specifically we need. Right here.
Shalom, leadership. Happy Sabbath. I would say it's money.
Yeah. We need money. I'm going to just tell y'all straight. Because watch this. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to put y'all on some insight. So this week, we went to go look at the place that checked all the boxes that possibly would be our new school. When we came, I ain't going to say who, but certain brothers' attire wasn't correct. Y'all have to understand when you go into certain environments, you cannot just dress in your everyday Israelite clothes, y'all. So brothers can't, one brother in particular that I highlighted, I said something to him. And he came in a particular way, and it was a telltale sign to tell, who are y'all? So the point is, during the week, the realtor reached out and said, the owners ain't so much worried about the application right now. They want to know who y'all are. So at the end of the day, you know how many no's we got before in the past dealing with getting a building? That's why the Lord said that we should be hated of all nations for our name's sake. We can't be just running a school off the whim and Israelite, we're going to put Israelite Christ out at the front, but we're going to put it under Ray name. I'm telling y'all, Israel, that's not how Israelite Christ roll. Either you're going to accept us as Israel in Christ or not. Because when you get that direct deposit back into your bank account for us to pay our rent, it's going to say it came from Israel in Christ. If you can't take our money, why are we hiding? You understand? I'm just telling y'all straight. So, and I'm going to tell y'all something. We are an organized nation when it comes to the top leadership and everything that we have in place. Bookkeepers, our taxes, so on and so forth, because that's how Esau gets you. When you ain't got things in order, they like, yeah, they willy-nilly. Yeah, well, let's get in, do an audit, and shut them down. Nah, we got our SH together, all right? And that's how we have to roll as a nation, but also, too, as individuals. And guess what? Money is a defense, y'all. So watch it. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Build ye houses.
It take money to do that. Also, too, guess what? In a perfect world, we would have had the bread put together, or if brothers was in trades and so on and so forth and strong enough or organized enough, we could be able to got our own standalone building. That's the prayer in the future. We ain't got to go through you and you do a sniff test of who we are and looking at our fringes, or a brother got a Pacific design on his shirt so it looks suspicious. They like, what is that design? You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, I'm just going to say it. Brother had a shirt on that said Black Kings. He said Kings in the building, and it was a black face in the middle. I seen the lady, the Edomite lady, looking directly at it. She was looking scared as hell. A black king? Oh, no. Who are these guys? I'm just saying, y'all. As a matter of fact, I think my wife was right there when I was getting dressed. I said, damn, what could I wear that ain't so identifying? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we have to move in a posture as such, all right? So now, continue reading.
Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 5. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them.
Go ahead.
Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there.
So, go ahead.
And not diminished.
So in these last days, I want y'all to understand something. When the scriptures is talking about building houses and dwelling in them, planting gardens, eating the fruit of it, that's telling you that, guess what? At this point in time, we have to be gathering. We have to be putting our resources together. That's what Acts 2 was about. But not understanding that, because everybody's stuck into this mode where wanting to keep up with the Joneses, or wanting to keep up with the, I don't know what to call them, the Hebrews. I don't know. Trying to keep up with the Pharisees' wife. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, sis, you can't keep up with that. You don't know what they did to get to that level. All right? And that mindset got to be on the brothers too. We're going to touch on some of this stuff, but I want y'all to notice what verse 7 says. Read this.
Verse 7, and seek the peace of the city, whither I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Lord for it, for in the peace thereof shall ye have peace.
So the answer is right there, but I'm going to make it plain for time's sake. The scriptures say when Christ come, he ain't coming for peace. The scriptures tell you that in the last days there's going to be wars and rumors of wars. So why is the scripture saying this right now? It's telling you this because at the last day, that's that covering for us. That's that refuge for us. Every city we're not going to be in when SH hit the fan. All right? Every city, all the resources, we're going to have to gather our resources at some point in time. And we got to humble ourselves. And guess what? You ain't going to be living like the Pharisees' wives no more when you get on that level. And that's the mindset that the sisters got to have. Because at the end of the day, that's fine to like nice stuff. But at the end of the day, this is what you have to understand. When perilous times come up and we praying for the peace, remember when Sodom and Gomorrah was burned up, there wasn't no peace over there, but it was peace where they went. So that's the mindset that we have to have in these last days and strategizing. And to be able to put together a strategy, you have to have your mind right. All right? So now, let's go to Amos 3 and 6.
Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
So the scripture's telling you that that the scriptures say that evil in the city and the Lord have not done it. We just read, he said, pray for the peace of the city. But this is the difference. Read the next verse.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
That's showing you that the prophets will be safe. Because you telling me the prophets know that destruction coming, but meanwhile they don't know to gather together and they don't know to be able to utilize one another? We have to have that mindset, Israel. We have to. And if we don't, then we actually are kicking against the pricks. We actually going against the protocol. We going against the mission. All right? And it starts with daily steps. But let me show you another direct strategy that Satan uses in our particular environment to try to strive and get us off track and get our minds distracted, all right? So we dealt with politics turmoil, all right? Now we're dealing with Christian apologists, all right? So could you play that video of the Christian apologists? So this video is on YouTube. They so stupid they put it up, but at the end of the day, it was embarrassing on their end. But this the point. You cannot argue with somebody who has a different mindset to say that I'm not here to be convinced. I'm here to try to teach you something. Meanwhile, they ain't keeping no commandments. So the Bible ain't even unlocked to them and they trying to teach you something. That's crazy. That's the mindset that we have to have, and we have to move in authority. So go ahead, play that.
I'm not recording. Matthew 19 and 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Look, Master, what things shall I do, that I may have eternal life?
The kingdom of heaven.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
This is Christ talking.
God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
I went to the Bible, and you went to what idolatry. You went into an idolatrous religion, dogma, religious dogma. Read that again. What did it say?
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is
Was Jesus good?
That is God. But if thou wilt
Was Jesus good, or are y'all going to go the Jehovah's Witness route?
You said what?
Was Jesus good?
Yeah, he said I wasn't good.
Yeah, be careful there.
Matthew 19.
He was good. Be careful.
Why callest me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt
What did
enter,
Christ say?
but if thou wilt enter into
What did
life,
Christ say?
keep the commandments.
I heard what he said.
Right.
Is he in the conversation?
Yeah, he said who's good?
Yeah.
He said,
He was
was
asking
Christ
about
good?
Matthew
I said
19,
Christ out of his
the
own
rich
mouth.
young
He said what?
No one is good but God.
That's
Was
what
that the
Christ
meaning? Is he not correcting the rich young ruler who thought he was good?
said. So what did he say?
You just said a moment ago that Jesus
Pause
was
it real
good.
quick.
Thou wilt enter into life.
So it's an annual thing that we went to called the Gay Pride Parade. And the mission is to try to get our people out of the great gay pride. All right? Get our people out of that fornication. All right? This is how Satan operates to try to get us out of the mission. Right? Come on.
If he was good, then Jesus is
So
saying.
I went to the Bible. I
agree with
Right
you.
here, this is Jesus.
Right.
Why callest thou
Yeah.
me good? There is none good but one. That is
one.
God.
Yeah.
That's the Father, right?
Was Jesus good?
And
What did
See,
the
is it
Bible
you
say?
say?
What did the Bible say?
What's that?
What did the Bible say?
That's my question. You got to read it all in context. Jesus didn't always speak directly.
The man said, "Good master, what shall I do?"
Yeah. Was
What
that
did he say?
because he was correcting that rich young ruler who thought he was good by his works and he was saying he was not? You can't.
What's your name?
My name's John.
John, are you out here against what's going on out here right now?
Of course.
So, why are you going against us then?
I'm not. You're just talking to my brother, so I was talking to you.
Okay, so
All right, we can
go
be
get
peace.
on, go get on the homosexuals, man.
All right.
That's what we out here getting on too.
All right.
You come, man. I'm telling you, man. You guys are wasting y'all breath, man, dealing with us.
Yeah.
You know, we already know who y'all are. Y'all
I
are
don't know.
Esau according to the Bible.
Well, you want to believe it, that's
Look,
fine.
yeah, that's fine. That's
But
what
I'm
we
just
gonna
saying you have
believe.
certain
But at the
beliefs
end of
about
the
who the
day,
Gentiles
look,
are.
I'm gonna
But
show you this.
with
Hold
love?
on, I was talking. Hold on, man.
Well, do we get
You
to
got
talk too?
You get. Okay, so when you talking to a man, right?
Am I not
Two
a man?
men, li-
Am I not
listen-
talking to you like,
oh
let's
my
not go that
God.
route.
Listen
All right,
to
say
me.
your piece.
So as I'm speaking, let
Yeah.
me finish what I'm saying before you start talking over me. All right? So you out here with a sign talking about Jesus saves.
Yeah.
There's a difference in doctrine, what we believe compared to what you believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just the point. You out here for all these homosexuals, go deal with them. That's what we trying to deal with. We trying to save our people out of this sin. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you wasting your time dealing with us because there's nothing you gonna say that's gonna change our minds. But we don't got no problem with you. You understand what I'm saying? You good? We good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go deal with these homosexuals.
All right, brother.
I'm
just
hey,
saying,
but watch
sooner or
this.
later-
Wait, pause it. Watch
You gotta look
this.
at
Satan
your-
still ain't finished. Watch this.
Doctrine.
What are you talking about?
You got to look into your doctrine. You have different beliefs on who the Gentiles are, and that's going to run you afoul of Paul's words. What is it? 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. What's that? He is most likely. There's Rabbi Ishmael who said they were boxwood, which is light
It's a
brown.
straight answer.
You believe he is black. I don't believe that's the case.
No, the Bible
Put it this way: his skin color is in between ours. Don't be so angry. Don't be so angry.
You had your chance.
What's that? Really? How did I do that? When my Irish people were enslaved themselves. Madness. Madness. God loves you, brother. Keep seeking the Lord. What's that? All right. I don't think so.
So I know so.
You know what my name is? You know what my name is in Hebrew? No.
Just
No,
I have a problem with you,
Yeah.
man.
I
I got
don't.
a lot of
I
white
don't.
friends.
Okay.
You heard me? I got
Okay.
a lot of white friends. Meaning like I got to do business with them. We cool.
But
this
at the
and
end
that.
of the day,
But facts are facts,
I
man.
know,
You
but
Esau,
doctrine
man.
matters at the end of the day.
Look at this guy. He lives
Yeah.
in white people's asses.
Yeah.
He came over. I didn't say nothing to him. He said.
Now you took
look,
it to.
look.
You should have
Nah,
kept
man,
that
look.
one. You should have kept that one to yourself.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I walked
What's
up
that?
and I didn't say nothing to him.
Yeah.
Hey, they've established the zone. Y'all are moving across the street.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Hey, y'all are no longer allowed here. They've established a zone. Find another spot. You're not allowed here.
Who is they, by the way?
You, this group, not
No, who's
affiliated
that?
with this group.
Okay.
This group. I appreciate it, guys.
So they
Thank
got
y'all so
shut
much.
down.
Appreciate it.
So I'm telling y'all, it's nothing you gonna do to convince Esau he ain't Esau, y'all. It's nothing you could do other than waste manpower arguing with Esau. No, let's get over there and do the work. Let's go find our people. The Lord said, I send you to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that's the mindset that we have to have. That's another distraction. So now, go ahead, play that other one. Wait, hold on. Yeah. So then, yeah, there you go. Post that up. Read that.
Arguing with idiots is like playing chess with a pigeon. No matter how good you are, the bird is going to shit on the board and strut around like it won anyway.
So that's the point. Don't cast your pearls to swine. We have to stay focused on the mission, all right? And we have not gotten this far staying focused on pigeons, all right? We have not gotten this far. So now, get me Luke 21 and 15. I didn't want to interrupt that video because I want to push through. I want to try everything I can to try to get through my precepts. I'm usually pretty good with the timing, so Lord's will, I think we on schedule. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 21, verse 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
You see that? So in these last days, the Lord's going to give us a mouth that our adversaries cannot gainsay or resist. I could tell you now, that mouth ain't arguing with everybody. That mouth ain't arguing with everybody. We have to understand that we hold the top knowledge on the earth. And if we truly believe that, it'll be it'll come out of you when you speak, and it'll come out of you with your actions. Whether you dealing with people in the world, or whether you dealing with our people that's in this truth and showing a good example, all right, it's going to come out. And that's why Paul said, I die daily. It's a conversion, all right? It slowly, over time, envelops us. That's why the scriptures say, as we come in, we're supposed to offend less. So that's letting you know, slowly as we're in this truth, the good in us is supposed to outweigh the bad and the sin that was in us in the beginning, all right? That don't mean everybody's going to be perfect, but at the end of the day, is it progression that's going on? Or is it just a sick stagnation that there's no progression going on with you, and actually you're actually reverting back into the old man? That's showing you behind the scenes you not letting your light shine. You not applying the things that you have learned out of these scriptures, all right? Now, let's go to Matthew 21 and 23. So, at the end of the day, we have to understand something. As we continue to deal with our people, we have to take, when we run into situations, we have to use the same wisdom that Christ used, the disciples used, the prophets used, all right? Let's show some a tactic that Christ used, and I'll be honest with you, it's embarrassing when you use it on our adversaries. 21-23.
Matthew chapter 21, verse 23. And when he was come into the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came unto him as he was teaching, and said, by what authority dost thou these things? And who gave thee this authority? And Jesus answered and said unto them, I also will ask you one thing, which if ye tell me, I in likewise will tell you by what authority I do these things.
So now, let's understand what they just asked them. Read it again, what they just asked them in 23.
Sir. Verse 23, and when he was come into the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came unto him as he was teaching, and said, by what authority dost thou these things? And who gave thee this authority?
So who gave Christ the authority, y'all? The Most High, right? So remember the answer. Come on. Continue reading.
Verse 24, and Jesus answered and said unto them, I will also ask you one thing, which if ye tell me, I in likewise will tell you by what authority I do these things.
Come on.
The baptism of John, whence was it? From heaven or of men? And they reasoned with themselves, saying, if we shall say from heaven, he will say unto us, why did ye not then believe him? But if we shall say of men, we fear the people, for all hold John as a prophet. And when they answered Jesus and said, we cannot tell.
So now, I want y'all to understand something. They said, you know what? We got to lean on the left or the right? Nah, we ain't going to answer it. Nah, we can't tell you. We don't know. They knew because it said that they counseled within themselves. Let's see Christ's response.
And he said unto them, neither tell I you by what authority I do these things.
So two things happen right there, y'all. One, in the beginning, Christ answered the question because they knew that what Christ was doing was of the Lord. And also, two, we have to apply this when it comes to these heretics and these apologists. If they cannot answer our questions, or if they answer them wrong, or if they refuse to answer it, neither do we answer yours. That cuts so much time because they're just there to be a heretic and be able to confuse and draw away people from hearing the word. It's just a distraction, Israel. You got to understand something. It's just like in the Matrix when he was walking in that whole crowd and the woman passed in the red dress. It's just a distraction. It's meaningless. You understand, y'all? Okay, all praises. So that's showing y'all that's what we doing now. It's embarrassing too, because at the end of the day, it's like, what's the answer? Well, I can't tell you. Well, really, if you really went back, you answered your own question. It's of the Lord that I'm doing this. It's of the Lord that John the Baptist did what he did. All right? And that goes contrary to what these dumb fatherless camps say when they come to one of our, or they do videos tagging us in the videos and all this other madness. At the end of the day, talking about John the Baptist wasn't of the Lord and all this other stuff. Brothers, run from these guys, man. Do not even give them no views. That's BS. All right? So now, go to the next video. Play that next video. So now, we already dealt with the apologists. This is Black Hebrew Israelites. All right, come on.
Okay, we're going to get delivered here. All right. Now, do you know about Ezekiel 37? We're all going to be one stick. Is that a different doctrine? Ezekiel 37, are we all going to be one stick?
That's talking about northern kingdom and southern kingdom coming together.
Yeah, Ezekiel 37, are we all going to be one stick after the four winds blew on us?
It ain't talking about Israel, the 1/3 and the 2/3.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
The two nations, southern kingdom and northern.
Are you going to be one stick?
I just answered your question.
Is that a yes or no?
I just answered your
I
question.
didn't hear you, bro. My bad.
Ezekiel 37 and 22 talks about he going to bring us, we going to be no more two nations.
Right.
Look, watch this. Here go one nation.
Stop.
Here go the other nation.
His issue is northern kingdom. He rejects northern kingdom. Brothers was passing by the place where they supposedly congregate, didn't know that they congregate there, and brothers was just passing out flyers, and they came out. Yeah, we know we Israel. Oh, okay. Well, y'all do y'all thing. We'll keep moving. And so he came over after he had, I guess all his congregants seeing IUIC was outside down the road, so he came over to try to show face. He got embarrassed because at the end of the day, he's coming with all these doctrines, and none of these doctrines support the scriptures. All right? Come on.
Southern kingdom, northern kingdom.
So now I'm holding on to Officer Yohanan, which is northern kingdom. I'm giving him an exact example, a visual example of Ezekiel 37 and 22. He said, "We'll be no more two nations. We'll be one nation. We'll become one stick." Right? Come on.
We one stick now.
One stick.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
I had to pull it out.
I just
got it.
I just want to make it very plain.
No. Honestly, I was trying to make it plain as possible. So y'all gonna be one stick. Everybody gonna be one stick, right? Them two nations.
No, I just explained it. Not everybody.
No. I'm not talking about
brothers and sisters. It's gonna be some of our brothers and sisters.
Oh, we got some brothers and sisters talking. What's wrong, master? We sick? Yeah, we sick. No, not them. Not them. I'm talking about the one you hugged and you.
To have a conversation. I just let you talk, and now I'm trying to respond. Can I speak?
No, but when am I done speaking? So was I done?
So you
speaking?
asked me a question.
No, I'm just trying to finish it. But you chopped me off and hugged your brother and you hugged. I come in peace.
Came over if you came in peace.
I come in
Wait,
peace.
stop. Y'all heard what I just said? So I'm going to tell y'all something. It is what it is. This is how I move. So when I got the report how he dealt with the officer and talking about Northern Kingdom doctrine. Then we seen him coming across the street, and he was standing across the street telling brothers to come over. I said, nah, don't go over there. Let him come here. Just in case he want to act up, we'll get on the mic. We'll make you famous, brother. But anyways, this is the thing. He was all, playing the game, but this is the point, though. When he came up, the doctrine that he's coming with, he's coming against Northern Kingdom. And not only that, but now, right when he walked up, I asked him, first question I asked him, I said, you come in peace? He said, yeah, I come in peace. I was like, all right, we'll see. And now I'm calling him out on he ain't come in peace. Right? Come on.
No.
Because I was trying to speak.
Did my brother ask you, did you come in peace when you hit our door over there?
I don't know what happened.
Who went over? Did he ask you, did you come in peace?
I know he came in
Did you
peace.
tell him you come in peace?
I said shalom.
Right, his voice wasn't
Yeah, but we
screaming.
don't speak. Yeah, we don't speak.
His voice wasn't screaming.
Did he scream at you?
It wasn't polite. He wasn't trying to have a conversation.
It was an evil.
He wasn't trying to have a
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. All right, so that's why I came over just for that.
He insulted my brother here saying that he wasn't an Israelite.
Right. So it wasn't a good report.
Oh no, well that's fine. I mean,
That's what you teach.
who are you pointing at?
This man here.
He not an Israelite?
No, I mean, look, y'all.
It's a
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. Hold up. That's what my brother said. Yoga, you go over there, they're gonna try to battle with fringes. They're gonna try to battle with who is Spanish and who not.
And I ain't say nothing about that.
I'm gonna tell you what I feel. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna tell you, but I don't want to bring that up.
What you feel? We want to hear what the scriptures say.
I'm telling you what the scriptures say.
Don't tell me what you feel then.
But you see, you gotta have
don't
his
care
story.
about what you feel.
See, but if I gotta come what he feel, because that's his story. What's on that
that's
thing
facts.
over there? See, I
That's
didn't want
facts,
to bring
because
that up. I didn't want to
the
bring that
scriptures say come with two
up.
witnesses.
I know the
That's
doctrine.
facts.
I'm from Israel United in Christ. I thought that
No,
thing.
you're not.
He told me about my tattoo.
No.
I called him on. You can't tell me
You
what I've been
can't
called.
represent Israel.
Brother, I ain't even trying to represent in Israel United in Christ.
Because at the end of the day, I've been here from the beginning.
No, you ain't been here from the beginning. Oh, you beginning to win. I'm gonna play the game you play. Beginning to win. What day was
so you
it?
an elder?
What year? I'm an elder. I got friends in Chicago. No. I don't wear fringes. See, that's the brother said. No, we ain't gonna go to do it. I mean, we ain't gonna run over here to 31-31. You didn't come to do that. Brother, I know where you're going to Numbers 15, but I'm not going to Jeremiah 31-31. I'm not going to Hebrews 8. I'm not going to Hebrews 9. And I'm not going to Hebrews 3.
So brothers was trying to go contend with him. The brother's an elder, and he ain't even ran across Numbers 15:38 yet. You an elder, you ain't seen that scripture yet. But the point is, brothers was trying to pull the scripture. I said, he's an elder. You can't teach him anything. He's an elder. And it's showing you the arrogancy and the actual backwards mentality when it comes to outside of these doors when you're dealing with brothers that want to contend and never had elders over them that was real elders according to the scriptures and led and guide them. Right? Come on.
You to block your doctrine that I already know where you're going. I'm not coming for the fringes. I didn't come for the apocrypha. I came to tell
we don't agree with you.
Okay. I came to tell them brothers we are brothers. That's what I come to tell y'all. We are brothers. I know I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You can't make me not a Hebrew Israelite. We are brothers. You heard of
So that means they
heard of
not on the same judgment. Because one of them,
you heard of Yang of Mexico? Hey, have you ever heard of Yang of Mexico?
He ain't gonna answer you. Look, you got two.
Well, we got brothers that's freely speech.
That say,
brother, I'm talking to you. We're America. This ain't nobody's block. Are you part of Yang of Mexico?
Now he's saying that's his brother. Which one is it?
Which one? No, hold on. Don't start putting that. I gotta go. What you saying? Because you a slickster. You like to bounce around the group. No. I see this. Hey, brother. Have you ever heard of Yang of Mexico? Of course you have. Of course.
You haven't been to Mexico.
It don't matter. No, check it out.
The brother talk about some place in Mexico. We like, you ain't been to Mexico. Come on.
Do you know about Yang of Mexico?
See what I'm saying?
Have you ever heard of Yang of Mexico? Have you ever heard of Veracruz?
Hey, we put in all this work and brothers come over here with no
Have you ever heard of
foundation.
Veracruz? I got the doctrine. I ain't worried about what he's saying. He keep pointing me to you, so I'm talking to you now, but you can't speak because he say you can't speak.
Because we deal with
Can you speak or not? You know English, don't you? Have you ever been to Yang of Mexico? Have you ever heard of Yanga? Who did Christopher Columbus meet when he came over on the slave ships? With the slaves, so-called slaves in 1619. Was it the Taino people? Were they speaking or walking? Hey, what's really going on?
You know what it is, brother? He's disciplined. That's why you're not speaking.
Yeah, what up?
There you go, whatever. The wicked fool.
So all praise the Most High. Brothers is handling business out there. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. The mission is about bringing back the 12 tribes of Israel. If you saying Northern Kingdom ain't 12 tribes of Israel, Paul said he ain't even entertain that BS not for 1 hour. So we not entertaining it either, all right? So now let's go to, let's deal with the next topic. Ungodly family members, all right? So let's go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 18. I'm going to tell y'all something. Israel, some of y'all are too close with them, and they going to be your downfall. I'm telling you straight. When you dealing with anybody You have to have boundaries. Israel is the only people that when you repent, you ain't got no boundaries for your wicked family members. You ain't got no boundaries. I'm going to tell you, they're going to try your boundaries periodically. And out of all of them, you're going to lose some of them. You're going to lose some of them. But at the end of the day, you have to stand on what you're doing. Because if not, they're just going to test you once. And once they test you and they step on you and run over you, they're going to set the standard with everybody else to go do the same. Now the ungodly's having family meetings about how you ungodly because you ain't obeying what all the wicked say. No, you the light. And that's the mindset that we have to have, all right? Go ahead, read that. 1 Corinthians 10 and 18 down to 21.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 18. Behold, Israel after the flesh, are not they which eat of the sacrifices partakers of the altar? What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything?
So we understand Christmas is nothing, New Year's is nothing, but you in the midst of sin because these same people that send you with pressure to these events, they will not come to now one high holy day you keep. They will not come to one. I'm going to tell you what I would do if I had a family member that pressured me like that. I don't have them. They don't do that to me. But I would say, okay, listen, come to a feast day with me and a high holy day, or come to the family fun day, and then we'll talk about, I'll think about Christmas, and when it come around, I'll answer you. So y'all already know my answer is. They say, you say you think about it. I thought about it. No. So at the point, they not coming. They not going to come. All right? So read on.
Verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
Go ahead.
And not to God.
Go ahead.
And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
You see that? That's the point behind it. We understand that Christmas, New Year's, all these pagan days are garbage. They idols. They idolatrous days. But at the end of the day, the Lord don't want you sacrificing and fellowshipping with devils, with the wicked, with the ungodly. All right? A beacon of light, the light shining. All right? You got to look at yourself as a light on a tower. You got to look at yourself as a beacon of light. Let me let y'all know something. The light tower that sits above and people in dark places, in tribulation in the oceans, see as a beacon and a way in a direction to go. Guess what, y'all? The beacon the light tower don't ever leave that rock. It stay right there. Y'all understand what I just said? So if you truly are that light, you're not going out in the ocean, in the tribulation, and into darkness to go reach somebody. They're going to come to you. You have to stand on this, Israel. You have to. If not, you're compromising. All right? All right. Let's go to Amos chapter 5, 20. Huh? Oh, yeah. Read 21. I'm sorry. 1 Corinthians 10, 21. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I thought we read that.
Verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
You see that? So the Lord's letting you know by default, you that lukewarm brother in Revelation 3. All right? You cannot sit down at the Lord's table and be blessed and sit down at Satan's table and feel like you still catching them same increases. It's not going to happen. You just a man pleaser at that point. And that's the point that we have to have. Like, at the end of the day, you your own man, you your own woman. At what point in time are you going to stand for the Lord? That's the mindset that we have to have in these last days. And I'm going to tell y'all, I pray that Israel understands and be able to draw that line. Let me let y'all know, some of y'all that has not drawn boundaries, you're going to have to draw that boundary in the midst of that disrespect. The boundary ain't going to be drawn after Christmas is over, after New Year's is over, after Thanksgiving is over. No, the boundary is going to be drawn right when they ask you. Right when they ask you to compromise what you're doing. Then we're going to see what everybody stand on. I hate to say it, Christians stand on paganism like how Israel's supposed to stand on business for the Lord. That's the mindset that we have to have. It should be the opposite way because they have no scriptural foundation to stand on what they talk about. All right, so now Amos 5:20.
Amos chapter 5, verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?
You see that? So as we continue to strive to get to the day of the Lord, we have to understand that the day of the Lord is not dark. I mean, not light. It's darkness. Meaning what? It's doom. It's tribulation. Not only that, but guess what? It's terror. All right? The other nation's going to be terrorized. The day of the Lord's coming. Come on.
Verse 21. I despise your feast days.
You see how the scriptures come in conjunction? He said, and I hate and despise your feast days. Because what? In these matter of fact, jump up to verse 17 in Amos.
Verse 17. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Because we know you can't sit on one side with the pagans and keep pagan days and then actually think that the angels and the Lord going to think you keeping the feast days in sincerity. It don't happen like that. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. That ain't always talking about just when you commit fornication. That's talking about at all times. All right? Come on.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? I despise your feast days.
You see that? So he said, your feast days, because it's not the feast days according to Leviticus 23. Come on.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
The Most High even hate the music you listen to. Come on.
For I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
You know, I'm going to tell y'all something side now. I'm going to tell you what's so funny. When it's wicked Christmas, at the end of the day, it's so frustrating to go into places and hear these melodies. I'm just like, where is the radio at in this place so I can secretly break it? I'm sorry, y'all. All right, continue reading.
Verse 23, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
You see that? So that's showing you what the Lord prefer. The Most High prefer righteousness and judgment. All right? And that's the mindset, and that's the aisle that we have to be on when we keeping these commandments and striving to reach our perfection. All right? So now, next topic that is a distraction that we have to strategize on is bills and money management. All right? So go ahead, play that video.
5 money habits that were keeping me broke. I'm Christina, I'm a former shopaholic, and I used to be in $120,000 of student loan debt. I managed to pay that off in a total of 6 years by changing some of these bad money habits. I was one of those classic high earners who was broke. Here's why. Number 1 is lifestyle creep. When I first started working in my career, I was making more money than I'd ever seen in my whole life, which meant I wanted to treat myself. So I stopped living like a student, moved out on my own in a big city. I started to upgrade the stores that I was shopping at, so suddenly became an Aritzia girly, which is a very expensive habit to keep up with. And I tried to keep up. I charged vacations on my credit card, did all the shit for the photo, because that's what I thought you were supposed to do. So instead of doing things like living as cheaply as I possibly could to pay off my student loan or even starting to learn to save and invest, I spent every dollar of that disposable income on my lifestyle, which left me with a lot of nice looking things, but no actual money of my own to show for it.
So now, I know that cut some of y'all. They're like, oh, damn. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. I have to say this, Israel. One brother or sister's budget is not the same for another household. But this is the goal that we all should be on one accord with. On what level are we trying to retire? What does retirement really truly look like? Retirement ain't, I'm just telling y'all, America been lying to us, y'all. Retirement ain't 65 when you old as dirt and you can barely move and you 5 years from 70. When you read Psalms 90, and I think it's like 10 or 8 or something like that, it talk about you get 70 years is at the most you getting. 80 if you going through a lot of tribulation in your body and health. But this is the point. We have to get to the mindset where we understand that we want to be able to freedom and having these nations having power over us. At the end of the day, that has to stop. We have to get to the level where we can start moving more freely, all right? Get to the level we ain't got to worry about, oh, I'm so far in debt that this job just hit me at the last minute, want me to do this, want me to do that, and I say, no, I can't. Then they say, well, if you don't, you fired. Well, go ahead, fire me. In your mind, you like, I got like a year's salary sitting at the house. I'm good. Because what? You're content, all right? And then that's the same mindset where all of a sudden we trying to get a new building. And if ours is low, guess what, y'all? The school that we going to get ain't going to be the one that's the next one up or one that we could grow into. We're going to have to get one at the bare minimum with a little bit of growth compared to, hey, the arms is right. We could be able to get this one spot or that spot, all right? All right, come on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
Mm-hmm.
But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
So I want to show y'all something. The scriptures is letting us know the executing of dealing with money under the commandments, if you're dealing right, it's going to be like the money is like a shield. That's why I said wisdom is a defense. All right? And it said money is a defense. Because if you're dealing with it properly, you ain't going to find yourself having to live check to check. You're going to find yourself setting yourself up and be able to slowly put large amounts together and be able to put those large amounts in vehicles that can work for you. All right? Make money while you sleep. It's the information age these last days. Bro, you can get on ChatGPT and ask them to help you with 10 different ways to make some money and help you with a diagram, how to do it and all this other stuff, and how much capital you need to do it. It's impossible in these last days. You can't do it unless you got this mindset that America ain't never going to be over. We ain't never going to have to gather together. We ain't never going to have to pull our resources together and figure out life. If you got that mindset, then yeah, go ahead, keep doing what you're doing. Let's see how it works out for you. All right? So now, I'm going to say this side note. If it don't apply to you, it don't apply. But I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of times, I see two attributes in a family that's always hurting or struggling. And I ain't going to put nobody business out there, but I'm going to tell y'all straight, I see these two attributes, y'all. One, the wife, let me say this. Some wives are good with bills, but not good with money. If you get it, you get it. So some of y'all brothers, because y'all can't keep up with the bills, you don't know how to be able to not be ignorant of these certain bills that come out in sequence and how they operate. So you just sit back and play the monkey with, how they say, see no evil, hear no evil, whatever the case. You gotta stop. Y'all, the scriptures say to be not ignorant of any matter, small or great. So that means that what? if y'all ain't saving nothing, you should sit down with your wife and figure out, hey, let's look at the bank account. Let's figure out where we could save and so on and so forth. What bill come out? Let me put that in my phone too. So y'all could be able to be on one accord of how to move the money, because money is a defense. And if you don't set your defense right, you're defenseless. If you do not understand these simple basic principles, you're going to always be struggling going check to check, not understanding, why is this happening to me? And you steady are the brother or the sister that need help. I get it. We all here to help one another. But when I see this attribute, a brother's wife is more stronger than him, that tells me that she runs the money. Also, too, what I see is brothers that are slothful. Brothers that are slothful. Brothers will just do the very bare minimum. Let me let y'all brothers know something. The scriptures tell you in Genesis, you're going to have to work from the sweat of your brow. All right? I hate to tell y'all this. It is what it is. The technology age and ChatGPT and AI is going to take over a lot of these computer jobs and these automated jobs. Guess what? The sweat of your brow, especially if you're a young man and you able-bodied, is going to save you in these perilous times. Because you still got time to take up a blue-collar job or a job that could be able to make sure things are moving properly. So then at the end of the day, you could be a master at your trade or whatever you're doing by the time you get older and your body's breaking down. You understand? Because if you up in age, you can't start a new career now. What you almost 60 now and you about to go be an HVAC. You going in the HVAC to go do residential HVAC. Oh, God. Who do residential HVAC up in here? Brothers tell you, is it laborious work? Right, it's a man's work. You see that? Don't be up in no attic in August in Houston talking about you 60, 65 years old, talking about you just started being HVAC. You need to set a timer for the customer to come check on you every 10 minutes. I'm just telling you, he up there dead. He died of a heat stroke. I'm telling you straight, y'all. Time is ticking when it comes to us as men and laborious work and us locking in on our trade. Because if you could lock in, you can actually help. Blue-collar jobs make over 100 G's, y'all, and it's pinnacle. Y'all need to stop looking down on plumbers. Some of these plumbers might be plunging SH, but they made $100,000 and you didn't. So that's the mindset that we cannot be abhor laborious work, all right? So let's go to Ecclesiastes 29 and 22. And 23. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 29, verse 22. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than delicate fare in another man's house.
Let's take that on another level, y'all. Better is a life of a poor man, meaning what? You just living the bare minimum. It ain't talking about he ain't got no money. It say in a mean cottage, right? Then delicate fare, meaning what? A luxurious life in a rental. You see that? Brothers got valet parking at their rental, or got a car wash or got an extra room in the apartment complex. Come on, y'all. That type of money you could have been saving and being able to set it aside to be able to get you something on your own. And then when you get something on your own, at least you can say, you know what? It might not be the best. It might not be the fanciest, but this mine. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, that thing feel good. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about keeping up with the Pharisees and his wife. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny. I ain't going to say who, but it's a brother, solid brother, real nice house. And during COVID, you know, my wife was like, hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of equity in this house. You know what I'm saying? We should build something. I'm like, nope, I don't want no more HOAs. And that's the mindset that us as men of the Lord got to have. You understand? We have to have that mindset to figure out what we can do to try to get ourselves detached from Babylon the Great and more attached to our nation, all right? And being an aid to our nation, not a hindrance, all right? Go ahead, play that one. This for y'all Houston brothers that ride in luxurious cars, but or you got the car note. I ain't saying nothing wrong with the car note, but look, let's say if you can pay it off, all right? And then the car might get so much of a low level, you could just put liability on it with uninsured motorists. Mind you now, you stay in Houston, you need uninsured motorists, all right? Northern Kingdom, shots fired. But anyways, so play that real quick.
Hey, what up, people? So check it out. Yes, baby. Oh, he dropped his cup? It's all right. So check it out, y'all. These folks in the toll road are looking to seize your car if you owe on the toll. Yeah, that's right. Your own property they're looking to take if you owe up to $1,000 on toll road. What does that mean? It means nothing actually belongs to you, even if it doesn't. I get it. Toll road. Somebody put some money down to take advantage of everybody, but it ain't right. God bless.
So everybody in here, if you owe the Houston Toll Authority, do not think security can stop them from towing your vehicle outside. I'm telling you straight, they starting to tow vehicles now in Houston. So y'all need to stop just casting that letter to the side, putting it in the junk mail. I know how y'all get down. You like, I ain't got to pay this. You just scroll right through that toll. You like, I get it later. I get them later. I'm in a rush. I got to go. Nope, you got to stop doing that, y'all. Your car, you going to end up, you say, man, I paid my car note off. I own this car. I got the title at the house. But now you ain't got the car because you ain't paid the toll. That's how you know we in captivity, y'all. That's how you know. All right. So now, I wanna let me jump back. Let me skip one of them. I want to touch more in depth on cancel culture, but I want to jump to the health real quick. And this is all about strategy, y'all. That's what this class is about. Us being able to maneuver and strategize our lives to move to the point where we can set things up around us to be able to have more power, so we can not only have more control over the things that's in our lives, but also to step up to the plate to be able to help others. All right, go ahead, play that one.
What would happen if you took magnesium for 2 weeks? You have to realize that a huge percent of the population is deficient in magnesium. Unfortunately, you can't accurately test magnesium in the blood since only 1% of it is in the blood. But if you took magnesium, your anxiety would start going away. You would feel calmer. You would sleep a lot better. All those muscle spasms and leg cramps will go away. And if you had any heart problems like high blood pressure, arrhythmias, you would find that those will start clearing up. The best magnesium to take is something called magnesium glycinate. This is the type that won't cause diarrhea but will help you sleep. Take between 400 and 800 milligrams in the evening before sleep.
All right, so get me Proverbs 3:24. I'm going to tell y'all something, Israel. Some of y'all are so stressed out at your jobs. You so stressed out in your tasks that you have to do in the world that what ends up happening, you suffer when it comes to your rest. All right, you suffer. And guess what? These things play a part in this truth. Because if you ain't getting proper rest, you ever heard of sleep deprivation being a torture tactic? Did you know that? They use that in Guantanamo Bay. Or the new one, wherever they doing it, wherever they torturing Israel at now again. But the point is, or these terrorists too, they are torturing them. Sleep deprivation is actually going on within the body and amongst brothers and sisters, and Israel is not paying attention to it. And these things play a factor with you. Read that real quick. Proverbs 3:24.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 24. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet.
You see that? The scripture say that thy sleep shall be sweet. Some of y'all ain't seen sweet sleep since you was a teenager and ain't had no bills. But at the end of the day, the scriptures is telling you that when you in the Lord and you keeping the commandments, you're going to have a care for your body. So if you have a care for your body, you're going to say to yourself, you know what? I need to start taking daily vitamins. We know that the earth will not yield its strength anymore. What deficient vitamins am I taking? That I'm not taking. What things can I do for my health to increase my longevity so I could be there for my brothers and sisters? Because the scriptures tell you a dog is better than a dead lion in Ecclesiastes. So at the end of the day, if you could do everything you possibly can to get your health together, then now you left no obstacle no stone unturned when it comes to getting our health together. All right. Now, play that next video.
Media swear that dark showers help relieve stress and manage mental health. But is there actually any science to this? Turns out, yes. Here are 4 science-backed reasons why dark showers, sometimes called sensory showers, are more than just a wellness trend. Number 1, dark showers trigger hormone releases that do actually relieve stress and help you sleep. Not only does the warm water help reduce the stress hormone cortisol, but it helps boost oxytocin that actually helps calm our systems down, which has a huge impact on the sleep-wake cycle, and the darkness amplifies this effect, because it helps reduce sensory stimulation overall. Number 2, dark showers help reset your nervous system. The warm water helps the brain move out of the fight or flight sympathetic nervous system and into the rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system, while the sensory deprivation of the darkness helps amplify this effect by counteracting all the overstimulation we're all getting from all these screens we're staring at all day. 3, dark showers actually mimic meditation. That nervous system reset we just talked about, that's the whole point of meditation. And many have noted that especially if you struggle with meditation, simply feeling the sensation of the warm water and breathing deeply in a dark shower can actually mimic the experience. And finally, number 4, dark showers provide a shutdown ritual for the end of the day. Psychologists have long recommended such rituals to signal to the brain that the day is over and it's time to rest. And for all the other reasons we've just noted, a nightly dark shower practice is a great way to cue all of this to your brain. So there you have it, a wellness trend that actually has scientific benefits, and it doesn't even require any special equipment beyond a shower head and a light switch.
Okay, so now let's get Matthew 6:33. I'm going to tell y'all something, Israel. Some of y'all worry so much about your current situation or your problems that you have no control over, and you slowly killing yourself. I hate to tell you this. I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I love y'all. That's why I'm saying it. Some of y'all are younger than me and look older than me. I'm just saying, I'm 45. Some of y'all just look, woo, you stressing, brother. Head full of gray hair. You just out of the spirit all the time, brother. Brother walk up to you, you can tell brother got bags under their eyes and dark spots around it. Brother, you ain't resting, brother. I can tell you not resting. And if you ain't resting, I know that you ain't studying. And if you ain't studying, I know you not taking care of your health and yourself. Because if you did, you'll know that in the scriptures, the Lord wants you to have a strong body in these last days. All right? So these are things that we have to think about. Read that, Matthew 6:33.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
You see that? So a lot of times Israel will, instead of seeking the kingdom first, they seeking to please their job. They seeking to please their family members. They seeking to worry about all these cares that is nothing. None of these things are in your control. But meanwhile, the things that are in your control, you steady looking at your phone. It's 12 o'clock at night. You still in your phone. All the bright lights are in the house. The whole family don't shut down until about 2, 3 o'clock. Then you wonder why you get up at 3 o'clock, or you only get 4 hours of sleep when you got to get up at 8 a.m. And you just continue this vicious cycle, not understanding that you're tearing your body down. All right? We have to take good care of our bodies. So, read verse 34.
Verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
You see that? So meaning what? Go ahead.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Let me tell y'all something, Israel. All the problems that you got going on, all the things that's not in your control, the Most High and the angels got it all figured out for you already. You just got to guide and keep the commandments. I'm telling y'all, we have to have that faith and that mindset. And if we don't have that faith and that mindset, that's where that worrying starts to increase on you. That's where that doubt of the Lord saving you in these last days, that doubt of the Lord saving you out of your situation happens. All right? And we have to stop that vicious cycle. All right? So now, give me that one in 1 Timothy 5:23. I think it's another video, right? Let's see what that video is. I forgot what that video is.
Just one night of bad sleep can cause your body to react like a pre-diabetic. When you don't sleep, it's like your body's eating a donut and ice cream. You activate the hormones cortisol and adrenaline. Both of those hormones release a lot of sugar and convert your muscle into sugar. And that activates the bad stuff. Belly fat, low metabolism, fatty liver, sugar cravings, weight loss plateau. All of those problems that are usually caused because you're eating too much carb is really now coming from a lack of sleep.
Damn. So some of you brothers in the red because you don't get enough sleep. Damn. So now get that 1 Timothy 5:23. Come on up,
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 23. Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake.
You see that? The scriptures say, drink no more water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake. Can you show that screen, that share screen or that screen? It's a video. It's of what ChatGPT said. Go ahead, read that.
Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake and thy often infirmities. 1 Timothy 5:23. What this verse teaches, wine is prescribed medically.
Damn. You see that? Go ahead.
Not recreationally.
There you go. Go ahead.
The phrase a little wine shows moderation. Paul identifies stomach trouble and recurring illness as the reason.
You see that? So we don't have the Lord no more to heal us. We don't have the disciples to come and lay hands on us and our infirmities are healed. He said, listen, drink a little wine for thy stomach's sake, for thy infirmities. Some of y'all don't ever drink no wine. Just a little bit. We ain't talking about brothers drinking gallons of wine and shots and going up to the damn sports bar and getting shot in the foot and all this other stuff. We talking about moderation. All right? Come on.
This is a medical instruction, not indulgence.
Come on.
Historical and medical context, biblical world. In biblical times, water was often unsafe. Bacteria.
So you notice that in third world countries too. When we travel, water is very unsafe. All right. A couple of times, I think when we was in South Africa, me and Captain Shemai was sitting there. We had drunk a bottle. They said it was good. It was sealed. You know what I'm saying? We heard the seal. We said, oh, we can drink that. We drunk it. I looked at Captain Shemai. He looked at me. Someone was like, I said, I need a shot of wine. Give me some wine. I was good. All right. So that's the mindset we have to have. Come on.
Water was often unsafe. Bacteria or parasites. Wine was diluted, commonly 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 water to wine. Alcohol acted as a natural disinfectant. Wine aided digestion and gut balance.
You see that? Some of you brothers, man, you just need to get some of that wine in your gut. Go ahead.
Wine was closer to a fermented medicinal tonic than modern strong alcohol. Health benefits recognized then and now. Stomach and digestive health. Wine can stimulate digestive enzymes.
Oh, God. Public New Orleans school. Come on, man.
Stimulate digestive enzymes. Reduce harmful gut bacteria. Help with bloating and poor digestion. This aligns directly with Paul's statement.
So y'all see that? All praise the Most High. We gotta start following what the Bible say, y'all. Remember it's saying moderation. All right. Preparing to be set apart. All right. All of these things that we just read, all of these, it's the health issues that we went over, family issues that we went over, us setting our finances in order, a lot of different things that we went over, a lot of different factors that will help you with your strategy with this war that we are in. Because we are at war, y'all. We have to understand this, all right? I'm going to be honest with you. I skipped one of the spots for time's sake, and it was called the cancel culture. And basically, it goes into how this cancel culture that's going on and these fake Jews that's pushing it along with people in the world, these Karens, all this other stuff. At the end of the day, if we do not understand the power and strength that we have being prepared to be set apart, you're going to be canceled. And when you are canceled and when we are canceled, you ain't going to have nowhere to go. And you ain't going to have no refuge, all right? What is your contingency plan, all right? That's the mindset you have to have. So now, preparing to be set apart. For time's sake, y'all just write this down, all right? The first mindset of an official being set apart that the Lord put in our minds is Leviticus 23, the Holy Convocation, all right? In these last days, we were scattered. Ezekiel 37 and 22 brings us back as one stick, all right? Now, as we come back to one stick, Hebrews 10 and 26, ain't that forsake not the assembly? Right? 25, right? Says what? That we have to gather our assembly together. This is us in our right mindsets, understanding what to do, understanding we the 12 tribes of Israel. And then Zephaniah 2 and 1 is a prophetic gathering together before the decree. So these are mindsets that we have to have. Revelation 11 and 11 through 12, that's the final gathering for us to be set apart and ultimately being able to be transported in Ezekiel 20 and 34 to be set apart finally amongst the Lord. And Sirach 36 and 1 all the way down to 11, the ultimate gathering of the 12 tribes in rulership over the planet Earth.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endured.